If you're required to have a parent signature for something at school, it's important to make sure you remember to get it signed, because if you don't, it's not like a good completion, or you can't go on a field trip, or you may get benched because that's part of your homework requirement, is to get something signed by your parents. And sometimes you just forget, but it's important to always make sure you get a parent signature when it is needed. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and today in this video I'm going to be doing a knit with me story time. As you can see, I'm working on a project right here. Excuse me. And today's knit with me story time is going to be the time I got benched for a couple weeks at school because I forgot to get something signed as a requirement for my homework. So this is a story just to teach you guys that you should, if you're have something part of your homework that needs to be signed, it's always important to remember to get your parent's signature for it. And so you just need to make sure you remember to do that, because if you don't, that shows you're not finishing your homework, because it may be part of your homework is to get your parent's signature. So always think and make sure you remember to get your parent's signature when it's needed for your homework or your permission slip, because if you don't get it signed for your permission slip, then you can't go on the field trip. Or if you can't get your homework finished by having your parents sign it, then you can and will get in trouble for not finishing your homework. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started about 22 years ago. I was held back in the 3rd grade, and if you didn't see my full story, I'll have it linked in the description box down below. I had the homework on Thursdays where I had to tear out like a pre-made book from a workbook I had in class, and I had to read it and write a full paragraph about it, which was 1 topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 conclusion. So that was what I was supposed to do. And we had to have our parents sign it. I don't know why my teacher required everybody to have our parents sign our homework. It was just part of our homework for some weird reason. I really don't know why. So basically, I did all my homework. I just needed my mom to sign it. And I think she was gonna, but I think she was in a hurry because at the time she was taking classes at school. So she was taking classes in the nighttime so she could be home during the day. And so I forgot to have her sign it ahead of time. And then the very next day I go to school, and my teacher's not happy that I didn't complete it. So she has me sit on a bench for almost every recess except for lunch. So my teacher, although my teacher was not very happy that I didn't finish my assignment, she was still nice enough to give me a recess to play in. So she told me you had to sit out at all my recesses, including lunch. And then I had to write my parents a note for some weird reason. I don't know why she made me write a note. But she, for some strange reason, just had me write a note to my parents to tell them I was supposed to get something signed. And I still had the homework page with me. So it took me a while to remember to get it signed, because I kept forgetting to ask my mom, because she was pretty busy back and forth at the time, because even though she was at home during the day, she had classes at night because she was still going to school at the time to get her master's degree in teaching, and she was doing a lot of homework and stuff. So she would be at home during the day with my sister, and I'd forget to ask her to sign the papers. And then it took me a while just because I'd forget. And then finally, I think and then I would have to sit on the bench for a couple weeks every recess, except for lunch. So finally, I think my teacher called my mom or something and told her about the paper that she was supposed to sign, and she signed the paper, which required a parent's signature. And after my mom had signed it, my teacher told me I no longer had to sit on the bench because my mom had finally signed the paper, which I was happy about because I hated sitting on the bench because it's really boring and it's just like not a fun thing to do. But I was super happy that I had finally got my mom to sign the paper, and I was really happy I didn't have to sit on the bench for a while, which was a good thing for me. So the moral of the story is when you're required to get something signed for school, it's always important to get your parent's signature when it is needed, because if you don't, then it doesn't show you're finishing your homework. It shows you can't go on a field trip. So you should always get your parent's signature for things when it is required for school stuff. So just keep in mind to always remember, and sometimes we do forget, but you can always write like a little note for yourself, which is what I've been trying to do, is remember things by writing notes. So you always should remember to have your parents sign things that require your parents' signatures. And I guess sometimes we forget, but we should get them signed right away so then we don't forget, which is really important. So that was the story about how I had to sit on the bench for not having something signed by my parents for school. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and tap that subscribe button.